Assalamu alaikum guys. So I asked you all what you wanted to see more of on my channel, and overwhelmingly you said day in the life videos of just being out and about in Jordan. So here we are. My life is very boring, so this is not just one day in my life, this is a period of days across basically a week. But this is how I started my Sunday morning and how I start most mornings, weather permitting. We go outside and we walk around and we play as much as we can in the beautiful spring weather. Obviously recently all of the parks were closed, so this is basically the boys' only opportunity during the day to get out and to enjoy some nature and just to run off and burn off some steam. Every morning we start with a cup of coffee and proceed to about 5 or 6 more cups of coffee throughout the day.
The cat isn't for sale, honey.
It's also become a routine for us to feed the cats. This was a very heavily pregnant cat, and we've been going out and feeding her every morning. She's since given birth, but then we walk around and we try and find other cats to feed. This is the boys' favourite thing to do at the moment.
Gently, she's a bit feisty.
And of course we enjoy Jordan's beautiful vistas and landscapes that we can see all of thanks to our very high up position. It's also very cold and windy here. Next up was going to the greengrocers, just me and Hashim. I actually arrived there at totally the wrong time and most of their stands were empty and they were just receiving a new delivery. Hashim was the lucky receiver of a balloon and a lollipop because the supermarket was opening up just across the street. It's one of the things that I found here in Jordan is that you can't really go anywhere without your kids being given sweets and things. I wanted to show off all of the beautiful fresh herbs because in the UK buying fresh mint and things like that is actually really expensive, and here each bunch is about 15p. And these are pomelos, which is kind of like a cross between a grapefruit and an orange. They're delicious, you have to try them. And then later that day we all went to City Mall, which is a common little trip for us because the bank is there, and we treat Adham and Hashim with some ice cream as well. And I know you guys are often keen for me to show that Jordan isn't just all desert or isn't just all nature. We've also got some pretty amazing malls here and shopping complexes. City Mall is really beautiful and just like a really calm place to go shopping. I'm not a big fan of malls, but this is probably one of my favourite malls. And there you've got Bath and Body Works, you've got H&M, you've got Pull & Bear, you've got Zara, all of the typical things that you would expect, all the normal kind of high street brands. Something else that I think is cute is that there's praying areas wherever you go in Jordan. So there's a men's area and a women's area if you get caught out and you want to go and do your prayer. And then up to the food court. So we got Popeyes. Popeyes was something new to me when I moved to Jordan. We don't have it in the UK. It's kind of like KFC, but it's a lot better. I've learned a lot about American food since I've lived in Jordan. And then off to get our Baskin Robbins. This place has amazing ice cream, but unfortunately, for some reason, since I've had Corona, my taste comes and goes, and this day I could not taste a thing. And I also wanted to show you guys that there's also clothespins at City Mall, and I think most malls, where you can donate your used clothes or your old clothes for people who need them. So I'm splicing together some footage here. The next day me and Hashim went to Dar al Manhal, which is this beautiful little bookshop, and they're actually a publisher, so they've got their own books in there. I found a really lovely book about Islam, which I'm going to give Adham during Ramadan. They've got a whole range of these books in Arabic and English, and it's actually by the publisher themselves, like by the shop themselves. They've also got just really beautiful local books, all imported books as well. The nice thing about it is that the prices are actually all the same as you would have bought them in the original country. Can't go wrong with a little bit of footage of a greengrocer on the side of the road. They've got really lovely stands. And of course the noisy street vendors that go up and down selling their produce. I couldn't not include the pigeons as well because it's my favourite time of the day when they're let out to do their rounds around the buildings and you can see their wings flashing silvers and blues. It's so beautiful. And of course a very simple dinner. The next day we went off to Hayes, which is a town outside of Amman. It's exceptionally beautiful. The countryside around it is so pretty. We found a little spot on the way down to Wadi Shuhaib, which I've spoken about before. It's a really beautiful area that you must visit in the springtime. And you can see these beautiful untouched vistas. There's no rubbish or anything like that. It's just beautiful spring flowers. And this road leads all the way down to the Dead Sea. It's a beautiful back road that you can take. And being very Jordanian, we got shawarma on the way, and we all sat down on the side of the road and enjoyed the peace and quiet because very few cars went through. We could just hear the birds, all the different insects, and a very friendly little black dog. Adham had so much fun exploring the area, and we found horses and donkeys, and we saw sheep. It was a very beautiful little time, and it's just outside of Amman.
شومي.
Yeah.
Hiya, Mama. Hiya, Mama. Look.
Can you see them?
Look.
They're really well camouflaged.
Cool. I love them.
Yeah.
Can I?
There's a whole family of them.
I want to eat it like that.
That's what they're saying.
Adham and I spent a good 40 minutes just exploring different patches to see how many different insects we could find and making up little stories for what the insects were doing and what they were saying to each other.
Eating it?
Yeah, the plant's dying and then these little beetles come along and they eat the leftovers.
Are they eating? Are they eating the puppy?
Yeah. And
What's
they
a
sleep
puppy?
there too.
What's the puppy?
Poppy is the red flower that we're looking at.
Was he in the picture?
And that is the end of my vlog. If you want more day in the life vlogs, I am very happy to do them. It's a great joy to show you Jordan from my boring daily life. I hope that you all have a lovely week. Take care, guys. Ma'a salama.